Hi everyone, welcome back to another podcast episode on cybersecurity. And today I'm excited to introduce another guest, special guest to me, Raghav Som. Sir has made remarkable impact in cybersecurity space as he's been a cybersecurity analyst with more than 3 years of experience. In this conversation, we'll be talking about his journey, your experience in cybersecurity and challenges and kind of opportunities in the industry, and of course, some valuable advice for freshers who will be entering in this domain. So let's dive in. Can you introduce yourself and like what motivated you to come in cybersecurity?
Okay. So, as you have already introduced me a little, that my name is Raghav. So, I won't go much deeper into my introduction. So, I'll just say that I have done my BTech in computer science
Hmm.
and I completed my degree in 2022
Okay.
from Maharshi Dhyanan University here in my hometown in Rohtak.
Hmm.
And while I was doing that, I got quite fond of cybersecurity, you can say. So there are so many things which I will share and which I won't share because cybersecurity is journey where you will do some things that you don't want to do and you will do some things which you want to share with everyone. That will be like you can
Hmm.
say your achievements or something like that. Yeah. So um, let's start with my journey, how I got into cybersecurity. So like I don't know. You might feel weird about this thing, but I got introduced to cybersecurity by a video game. So there was a video game which I used to play, and like somewhere around 2017,
Hmm.
in the end of 2017, I was playing Watch Dogs 1. So that's a game where you are hacking all the attacks that can be possibly done in any scenario.
Okay.
So there was this thing like there was a malware which was introduced in that game, which was backdoor.
Hmm.
So I got two things from that game. First was hacking. Another one was backdoor.
Hmm.
So these were the two things which really got me very curious about this field, and I started searching about these two things like what is backdoor, what is malware, what is cybersecurity, what is hacking. So as I think that most of the people who are starting in cybersecurity, most of the people might have been gone through this phase where they have seen a lot of cyber crimes. Like
Hmm.
if I'll say about my journey, I have seen first I was introduced with so many cyber crimes which I have seen in like placed in Telegram channels, in different
Hmm.
Telegram channels. There were like someone was doing like credit card scams at that time. Someone was just like um, going, for uh, you can say malware exploitation, or someone who is using Metasploit to create some sort of malware which was used to do the RDP attacks and everything else. So these are some basic attacks which were introduced to me at that time through these Telegram channels. I
Okay.
wasn't afraid to check all these things, but yeah, I had this thing in my mind. What if I try this? Would I get into trouble? So I didn't. I won't say anything about this, but yeah. So like, that was my journey. Since then, I started learning more and more. But there was a like there was a time when I searched so many things about cybersecurity, ethical hacking, malwares,
Hmm.
malware designing, and everything. So uh, and I reached at a point where I couldn't find anything new to learn or anything new to grasp so that I can go more deeper into this. At
Hmm.
that time, I only knew about cyber crimes, cyber attacks, and that's all.
Oh.
I didn't know about like different type of cyber security tools which were used and which are still we are using to protect our network and everything else.
Red teaming,
So
blue
after a
teaming.
while,
Hmm.
yeah, correct. So after a while, when I completed my diploma in 2018, after somewhere you can say around a year, I did some sort of like course which I really didn't like, so I dropped out of it
Oh.
because I was was just thinking that these are all the things which I have already done in a polytechnic diploma. So
Hmm.
those subjects were like they were telling us about the ports or the cables. They weren't telling us
Networking.
about the
Hmm.
real thing. So uh, and while I was doing that course, there was a person like he was our teacher in
Hmm.
that course. So he like gave us idea about Metasploit and Nmap. So these were the two things which I got to know,
Hmm.
and these were two new things which I learned over there. So these two keywords I learned from there, and then I dive more into this, and I got to know that what these things do, what is Metasploit, what Nmap does, how we use as an attacker to do like port scanning or any type of website scanning with Nmap, or how we create any malware or vulnerability
Hmm.
exploits with Metasploit. So that's what I learned from there. After that, I started my journey of Beta, and few good seniors, I'll say, and those are also interested in cybersecurity. So
Hmm.
I actually wasn't very like good with my classmate, but I was really close to my seniors. So we used to hang out all day. So I was from one of the few person who used to hang out with seniors, and luckily I got really good seniors, and they taught me so many things. They
Hmm.
introduced me to firewall,
Oh.
what is firewall, and they also introduced me to networking. So I got more good into that. After like you can say like after a while COVID happened. So
Oh. Yeah.
that was the situation where we all felt stuck. We didn't know what to
Hmm.
do next because every institute, everything was actually shut down because of the quarantine. And we were like, how are we gonna go more into this? We really wanted to learn more and more every day. So that was our basic day-to-day thing in college, which we used to do. So yeah, like with my seniors, I actually learned a lot. But as college ends, I got a job. I started my corporate journey as a associate technical support. That happened because I was really afraid if I'll get a job or not. I wasn't like worried about if I'll get into cybersecurity or not. I was
Hmm.
just very worried that if I'll get a job or not in any of the department. It could be software developing, it could be programming or anything.
Hmm.
Any job which I could find. I was giving interviews everywhere. So there was this company, there was a startup company in which I walked in and gave my interview. Luckily, I got selected in that. Still, I was searching for jobs, like if I could get entry into cybersecurity. So, uh, then after 3 months, I had to quit my company because like my exams were coming and I wasn't ready to do like I wasn't ready to handle both of the things at the same time because my exams were also there. So I was like, I could only do one thing at a time, and I had to focus on my exam so much because
Oh.
at that time, I had theory of computation and microprocessor with neural
Tough.
networking in my semester. So I was like, nah. I had to either give up my job or my degree. So I
Tough
couldn't.
choice.
Yeah, as a sane person, as with normal sanity, I wouldn't want to give up on my degree. So that's what I did. I quit my job and gave my exams. Luckily, after a while, um, I got another offer from a company. It was also a startup, but it was from cybersecurity.
Nice.
Luckily, at that time, I also got one offer from HCL as well.
Oh.
So I was really confused. So what should I do? So what I did was I asked my parents to guide me on this, even though they didn't have any experience on this. But yeah, I still follow their guidelines because I
Hmm.
know they would think the best for me and they would do the best for me. So that's why I asked them like, what should I do about it? they were like, you should go for the HCL. But I was like, Papa, they are giving like a lot of money with lesser time. Like it's gonna be 9 hour job with 1 hour of
Oh.
break, and they have so many freedom. Like it is all about cybersecurity. That's where I want to go. It's like okay, then let's just drop the HCL plan. I don't want you to just give up all those things because of me. So that's what happened at that time. I started my journey in Region Digitech Private Limited as a cyber security associate over there. And usually the designation was just the name, but the real work there was I had to did of pre-sales engineer. So
Oh.
what pre-sales engineer does is it's like I had in that field I had to know about the inside out of every security tool which I'm going to work on. So
Oh.
like I should be having knowledge about how to install that tool, how to operate that tool,
Hmm.
how I can manage it, give the maximum output of that tool.
Hmm.
Also, I should be able to give support to the clients which are actually buying that tool from us. So
Yeah.
it's like some sort of reseller thing
Hmm.
where I have to be the mediator for the clients and for the OEM.
Hmm.
So for like approximate almost like 3 years I did that job. Now I'm between that I was also learning about new tools. So I learned so many things about WAF, Web Application Firewall, ADRs, XDRs, and then next generation firewall. I got to know about proxy, SASE, and so many other new technologies. Although I got the like basic knowledge, foundational knowledge of these
Hmm.
products, but yeah, I think if I get more chance, I will be more happy to go in these things and explore all the tools while I can, while I'm alive. So that's that's another thing. Now, from May 2025, I'm working as a cybersecurity analyst, basically a SOC, which is basically nightmare job for every cybersecurity professional. But yeah, I'm doing this because I want to learn few things about how like how SOC think about any anomaly or how incident happen and how should we respond. So that's why I'm just learning everything which I can in this cybersecurity analyst presentation. So that's a brief education, brief introduction for me. I know I told that it would be small, but sorry to take that much of time.
No, no. Your journey is, I have like two words, very inspiring and optimistic. So it's very like catchy. Like students, freshers would, take lesson from this.
I would say for me it wasn't like inspiration, but it was joyful and enjoyed. I really enjoyed everything which I did in this journey.
Wow. Since you said so many technical terms, Metasploit, IDS, IPS, I wanted to know about firewalls. Like it is like one of the most like basic things now. If you go in cybersecurity, you need to know firewall networking. Can you like tell difference in like firewall, traditional and next gen firewall?
Sure. So I'll start with the importance of firewall and network. So as you everyone knows that networking is the foundation of everything
Hmm.
because a network is the only thing. It is the very important critical thing. If network won't exist, then there is no need for cyber security or anything at all
True.
because you all be working as like some sort of robots which are just doing their daily jobs. You
Yeah.
won't get anything new in that. So that's why networking is important. So you should always know about the basics, like
Hmm.
all the protocols. I know it is very difficult because there are so many ports, there are so many protocols
True.
which a network administrator or network engineer should always know.
Oh.
But yeah, like you can also search on Google. I like basically it is just like if you're gonna be a network engineer or network administrator,
Hmm.
you will get used to it and you will remember all the protocols and what you are actually gonna do about
Okay.
these protocols or network. So now if I go into firewalls and like next generation firewalls, so traditional firewalls and next generation firewalls, basically the most basic difference in this is that traditional firewall was just used to filter out the IP addresses.
Hmm.
Like it will be used like if you want to just block some IP.
Hmm.
Okay, so you will add up rule in that firewall, and on the basis of that rule, it will allow or block the traffic. That's what it will do. That is the work of any traditional firewall. You can also go for port, like if you want to like block any traffic on any significant port, you can do
Hmm.
that as well. But in traditional firewall, there are so many things that you can do.
Hmm.
It is not just about port filters or IP filtering. It is all about you can. It is also about like application control, user control. You will know what user or what computer is having what type of traffic, what they are searching, what they are browsing, and what type of application is having more traffic in your network. You can do all those, like you can see all those things in your next generation firewall.
Okay.
So this is actually good because there are so many things which you can actually get insights of in next generation firewall. It is basically a really good upgraded version of a traditional firewall. So as we all know about the OSI model, so in OSI model, like the
Seven
traditional
layers.
firewall
Hmm.
just works on the network layer, okay, network
Okay.
and transport layer, which is layer 3 and layer 4. But whereas next generation firewall will work on all the layers till layer 7. It will give you insight of every layer, like how your traffic is going from where your traffic is coming, everything you will know over there.
Okay. That is good. Very well explained. But this all since cybersecurity is evolving very every day, every minute. So how do you keep yourself updated with all this information? What are like you have a list, a checklist or something, websites you go through? Can you list some?
um it is just all about like as I said that I'm learning about cybersecurity since 2018.
Okay.
Okay, I won't mention the last few days of 2017. It really didn't matter. So it is all about my curiosity. Like that's how I have made my surroundings. Actually, even if I show you my phone, I am into most of the cybersecurity communities. I like my even my Google gave me really good insights about daily malware exploitation or any breach which
Hmm.
happens. Also, you can know all these things from various platforms. You know,
Hmm.
there are like dark web forums, and there are some good hacking forums where you can get all these details, what type of breaches are happening, and you can also learn from different blogs from where you can see like what type of attacker or what bloggers are doing like in their day-to-day life. um, Basically it is all about if you will get a notification, you should learn and you should check it how things has happened in that scenario or in that attack. You will got to know about something new every single time whenever you will read a blog or any post or article. So that's what I usually do. Even though if you do not get into that like in the reading, or if you don't want to read, what you can do is you can connect with different people who can tell you about these things, which can give you new keywords. So you will learn and you'll get knowledge about something new which has happened, which they have listened or they have read somewhere. Okay, so you will got to know about it, then you can learn about those things if you want. That's what I do usually.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Since you're working in SOC, which is a nightmare, you said. How important is SOC in tackling modern day crimes, cyber crimes, or for organizations?
Um, I wouldn't say like they're not like okay. So there are two things for SOCs. Okay,
Hmm.
so let's just say if a SOC analyst is actually seeing an anomaly in a traffic, so there can be two things which can happen. The attack is going to happen, or the attack has already happened.
True.
Okay, so in the first scenario where the attack is going to happen,
Hmm.
they can know like what type of traffic that has been done, or like
Hmm.
what type of traffic is actually happening in the network. So you can know like what port is there, which any file or any uh, entity is using to
Okay.
transfer all the traffic. But it can be any sort of traffic. You can like go for 445, which is SMB port, server messaging block, or it
Okay.
could be normal 443, like which is the web traffic.
Actually.
Okay, so it could be any traffic, but you should know that if this thing has happened, why it has happened, why this anomaly has occurred.
Hmm.
Okay, on the basis of that anomaly, you can see if any attack like if any attack is going to happen, you can stop it. But
Hmm.
most of the time, attack has already happened. So that's where SOC will give you like their insights that this might be the thing from which attack might have happened. So this is the past, the reactive approach. There are two things like proactive, in which the attack is going to happen,
React.
in which
Hmm.
you might stop it, but there is reactive approach in which the thing has already happened. So comes under the reactive approach. So they will be just like this thing has happened. Please let us know if that has occurred because of some attack, or if there is something which you should block or not. So that's where it comes in cybercrimes.
Okay. So there are two approaches. So this
Yeah.
proactive reactive is applied only for SOC, or we can say generally for red teaming, or every fresher should know this.
It is mostly for everything. Like it is mostly for everyone. It is not just for SOC. It could be for network administrators.
Okay.
Like if you are seeing any DDoS attack,
Hmm.
okay, so you should stop it, right? It will be a
Yes.
proactive approach that something is happening. You should you should block it right away. So
Yes.
that is the thing. And there is one more thing, like you might have heard about IOCs, indicator of compromise, right?
Compromise.
Or indicator of attacks. So if you have seen some IOCs which has happened in some other companies or in some other networks, you know that this might can happen in your network as well. So
Yeah.
if you know that this may happen in your company, you can already block it. That's a proactive approach, that I know that this can happen in my network, so I will block these IOCs. So in case if any attacker will try to do the same attack which he or she has done in that company or in that network, if they are going to use the same attack or same malware in my network,
Hmm.
I should be able to block it already.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
That is nice industry, exposure. So my last question is, since students and freshers will be watching this, what is your like advice to them? One advice, like if they are entering cybersecurity, what skills they should have and not
Okay.
have?
Okay. So I would say like I'm inspired by few of the persons in cybersecurity. And not say there is one. There are so many persons
Many.
from which I really
Hmm.
got inspired every day. So one of them has said this thing that you should always ask questions, and you should ask questions till you are satisfied that
Hmm.
this is my answer. You have known everything about this thing, that why this thing exists, why is this happening,
Hmm.
everything. If you got to know about that thing, you are satisfied, then you must stop like asking questions. But if I say if you most of the like people are nowadays introverts, so if you don't want to go and ask questions about it, what you can do is learn about the basic things. Everyone will say this, like every cybersecurity enthusiast, researcher, or any professional will
Hmm.
say this thing that you should always have the basic knowledge.
Hmm.
And while you're having that basic knowledge, try to represent that knowledge in a very unique way.
Okay.
If you know that you know the basics and you can give answers to that, then that would be a really good thing, because you know how you can answer them, and that would be your unique way to represent and give any example for anything. So this thing will actually give interest into your HR. So they will be very interested in you. Why? Because you know what you are representing there in front of them.
True.
That's a really good thing. I don't even
Yeah.
know that I knew this.
This is a unique point. This is you know, a kind of mind opener because no one
See,
explains
this
like
is the
this.
thing. Like
Hmm.
yeah. So this is the thing in which which I really like about everyone in cybersecurity. If you know how you can explain things,
Mm-hmm.
then you can literally dominate everything.
Oh,
You should just know how to explain things and how to learn things. That's all. This is
communicate it
all
out.
which I always have in my mind. Yeah, correct. Communication. Communication is the key in everything. Yeah.
Should they focus on red teaming, blue teaming as, skills wise, to just focus on getting the basics right?
I will say, yeah, this is the question which so many freshers ask. So,
Yes.
I will say, just go for the field. It could be red teaming, like web pen testing, bug exploitation, bug bounty, Android pen testing, software pen testing. It can be anything. You can go into that if you want to, but you should always love what you are doing. That's
Hmm.
what cybersecurity is all about. I love whole cybersecurity thing. I do not like I still today I haven't realized that if even if I want to be in just like red team or blue team, I've been like I want to do both things, but I will do one by one.
You love both
That's
fields.
my perspective. Yeah. If by chance, let's just say if uh, in private talks, so off the recording, if I say if I got any other offer in which I can learn something new in
Hmm.
cybersecurity. Let's just say if I can go in incident response, digital forensics, or if I can go in bug bounty or web pentest, where I can learn about Bob suite and more tools which
Hmm.
are used in red teaming. I will leave SOC. I do not have any regrets. I won't have any regrets in that. So that's the thing. I should learn new things. That's what my mindset is. If my current companies will also give me like good knowledge, I would never ever leave it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very inspiring to me.
Most of the time, like most of the fresher will think about that. I should also have good money, good salary in
Yeah.
this. Even though like I won't say the name, but there is one of my friends who has recently entered into cybersecurity. He was doing masters.
Hmm.
So what he did was like he was giving an interview and the HR asked him the question like why you are interested in cybersecurity, why you have entered in cybersecurity. He literally said to her that I entered cybersecurity because of the money. It
Money.
gives us a lot of money. I was like, that's not the right answer. So that's what happened.
His
Yeah.
intrusive thoughts took over. My money.
That was an intrusive thought. That was a greedy thought. I see.
Wow. It was a
Yeah.
really nice conversation having with you. I hope if this gets more lot of views, lot of like, comment, we can connect again for another episode. Thank you, sir. This journey
Next
you
time I'll
shared.
also take money.
Sure, if we get many subscribers, then you can.
No worries. Yeah.
Thank you for your advice, your talks about firewall, malware, your journey. I'm sure this is like very inspiring to students, freshers, and professionals
There
also.
is one more thing which I want to mention here. If I'm allowed. So the thing is that like I know so many freshers and so many new students are stuck in this field. They don't know what to learn, what to do. So I will say just simply ask someone to guide you.
Hmm.
There will be a person. I know like there are so many people who might not help, but there are people who will help you, genuinely help you
True.
to start your career in cybersecurity.
Hmm.
So I think that would be all from my side.
Well said. For everyone watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cybersecurity knowledge. Thank you, sir. Hope to connect with you again.
Sure. Thank you.